iCarly is a show that had a ton of memorable episodes. For the life of me, I could never in a million years forget the kids running around Carly's apartment looking for lost baby chicks, or getting kidnapped and held hostage by a crazed fan, or Spencer pretending to be fucking dead so his artwork would sell for more money.
Well, he said artists get more money for their work after they're dead.
Hello? No, I'm sorry, Spencer is dead.
These episodes just had a way of imprinting on my young, impressionable brain, and I'll probably remember them until I take my dying breath. So I was a little surprised when I first saw someone mention iHalfoween, because I genuinely thought I knew every iCarly episode, and for some reason, that one didn't ring a bell. I thought I Scream on Halloween from season 1 was the only Halloween special in the series. But as it turns out, iCarly has another Halloween-themed episode, iHalfoween, which is about the kids celebrating that it's halfway to Halloween. So naturally, it aired on April 28th instead of in October like a more traditional Halloween special. And this episode is noteworthy for being Nevel's final appearance in the original series, even though he does return in the revival episode, I, Robot Wedding. So since I'm a slut for Halloween, and since Nevel is such an iconic character, I'm really excited to take a look back at this one today. Does Nevel go out with a bang? Does this episode properly pay its respects to the Halloween season? Let's find out. As always, if you guys like this video, go ahead and throw us a fat, juicy like and maybe even subscribe. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AgroWasHere if you're feeling frisky. And as always, if you have any other episodes or shows you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. All right, let's dive in. So the episode starts off with Carly, Sam, and Freddie entering the groovy smoothie, and there's a bunch of freaks dressed in costumes all over the place. And Carly says she's gonna find out what's going on. What do you mean, what's going on? Nothing's going on. People are just dressed up in costumes.
Mr. President?
Miss?
Carly says to Tebow, who are all these people? Customers? What does she think? He's taking attendance and collecting everyone's name? Why didn't she just say, hey, why is everyone dressed up in costumes? But whatever.
Who are all these people?
They're having an international costume convention at the hotel down the street.
Can I get a blueberry blitz?
No! Aliens creep me out. Get out of my face.
And fun fact, even though Tebow tells the guy right here that aliens freak him out and to go away,
Aliens creep me out, get out of my face.
it was revealed on Carly's blog, Tebow Weirdness, that he's actually fascinated by aliens and wants to be abducted. Get your fucking lore right, Nickelodeon. It's not that hard. Also, any money is good money. It's bad business to turn away a customer, no matter what planet he's from. Carly walks off without ordering anything and goes and sits back down. And mere seconds later, a waitress shows up with 3 smoothies for all of them. Not only did they not order, but the lady brought those out faster than 3 smoothies could even physically be made. So Carly says to the others, damn, I kind of want to wear a costume too. And Freddie says, yeah, too bad Halloween only comes once a year. Riveting dialogue, I know.
How long's October 31st?
About 6 months.
Perfect. We're right at the halfway point.
And the reason they avoid saying the actual date here is because there is technically no April 31st, so there's not really an exact date that's halfway to Halloween.
We have our own in-between Halloween party. Next Saturday.
Oh, we can call it halfaween.
Yes!
Wait. Can't we get in trouble for this?
What?
Can we get in trouble for this?
You know, I'm usually on Freddie's side when he's a victim of assault, but Sam should have beaten the shit out of him for that one. Can we get in trouble for that? Shut your goddamn mouth, Freddie. Then, the audience claps for no reason once they say they're doing halfaween.
We're doing it. Saturday night.
To halfaween.
It's not that exciting. And to wrap up this scene, we get an insane joke. Some cracker dressed as John Wilkes Booth shows up and chases Lincoln out into traffic. And that shit actually made me chuckle. Cut to the kids doing iCarly, and we see Carly doing a segment where she breaks up with a pair of shoes. And I can't help but feel like this is Dan's foot fetish creeping in. Like, even though there's nothing perverted about this scene, it's just fucking odd to associate footwear with romance. sense, right? Carly also says she's moving on to a younger, cuter pair of shoes, which is some Hollywood pedophilia symbolism if I've ever seen it. Also, Freddie looks fucking caked in makeup. Brother's got too much foundation. They announced their big plans for Halfaween, acting like they really did something completely groundbreaking here. Then, we cut to someone watching iCarly with a creepy shadow silhouette and what looks like a prosthetic hand. And I'm just gonna, it's Nevel. Sorry to ruin the surprise, but come on, who else would it be? In fact, in the official description of the episode, it says Nevel pulls a prank. So I don't know why they're trying to make it some big reveal. And guys, I only noticed this while I was editing just now, but they don't even have the correct fucking title listed for the episode on Paramount Plus. How the fuck do you get the title of an episode wrong? How difficult is it to just type in the correct title? Then we waste no time. It cuts right to Halfaween and the kids in costume. Why the hell is Sam's costume just hand sanitizer on her damn head? I don't get it. Carly is dressed as tuna sushi, which no surprise there because Dan Schneider is obsessed with sushi. Freddie is dressed as Lubert, and he must have legitimately spent a lot of time on that costume to replicate Lubert's uniform perfectly. Did he sew that? Is Freddie a seamstress? Also, it turns out the hand sanitizer bottle on Sam's head is actually filled with Dijonnaise, which is a creamy and tangy condiment made by combining Dijon mustard and mayonnaise. Okay. But again, why? Is this just a random is funny joke? Like, legitimately, I don't get it. There's no pun. There's no clever wordplay. What is the point of the fucking costume? Spencer's all excited for the party because he built a giant game that's basically like a human claw machine for the kids to play.
I call it the jerk basket. Want a demonstration?
I feel like that's meant to be Dirty Dan slipping a name in there that feels raunchy.
Jerk basket.
Like how he made the #1 fan on the Amanda Show, Penelope Taint. Like, really? The jerk basket? Come on now. It sounds like we all stand in a circle and jerk off into a special container together. Cut to the actual party where they're actually playing with the jerk basket, and Spencer is dressed as a dollar store red Skyknot from Galaxy Wars. Which makes sense for Spencer's character, since we see in other episodes that he is a massive Galaxy Wars nerd.
What's my favorite movie in the world?
Galaxy Wars.
I know.
Hey, Gibby! What's your costume supposed to be?
Can you cool it with the Lubert voice? Okay.
Gibby is fucking sick of the whole cast at this point. And also, I'm glad he said that. The voice was getting annoying. Someone dressed as a purple robot with a voice disguiser shows up and offers them candy. And Sam and Carly just both eat some. They're not the least bit curious about who that actually is in the costume?
Hey there, Mr. Purple Robot.
Happy Halfaween. Would you like some candy?
Hey, how great is it when a party guest brings you candy?
Hello, Carly. Please, have some candy.
Thanks.
Like, assuming that's one of your friends in there, wouldn't you want to know who it is so you could just be like, hey, Chris, thanks for coming to the party? But no, neither one of them asks. They just don't give a fuck.
All right, what's going on here? I'm Lubert. I got a ward.
Freddie, you heard Gibby. Knock that shit off. He eats some of the candy too from the mystery guest, and I feel like Miss Benson taught him better than that. Like, really? Accepting unwrapped mystery candy from a stranger? Where are your survival instincts? Cut to the kitchen where the hoes are all over Gibby.
Hey, Gibby. Hi, Gibby.
Girls?
You're so funny on iCarly.
So funny.
Yeah, the show's a lot of fun.
Hey, next time you're on iCarly, you think we could come watch? Yeah, and maybe we
Do
could.
you not see me eating chicken wings? Please.
Then we get a kind of mean joke about Carly being upset about a chubby guy portraying her in a group iCarly costume.
I'm Sam.
I'm Carly.
No, you're not.
You know, I didn't mean to be rude, but if you were a girl, you wouldn't like it if some guy dressed up like you and was trying to pretend like he...
Look, I'll be honest. Carly's voice changing to be all deep legit kind of scared me. Like, what? I was a little bit toasty rewatching this episode, if you catch my drift, and I thought I was descending into hell for a second. My God. And by the way, it's not a real fucking thing. There's nothing that you could eat or drink to make your voice deeper in the same way that inhaling helium makes your voice higher. But whatever. Sam and Freddie realize their voices are deeper too, and they all pull Spencer into the hallway for an emergency family huddle about it. The only one who thinks it's kind of funny and isn't freaking out is Sam.
Luke,
I am your father.
Stop playing around!
Kinda weird for her to be quoting Star Wars when we know that in the iCarly universe, it's not Star Wars, but Galaxy Wars that exists. And yeah, I know the actual Star Wars quote isn't,
Luke, I am your father.
technically, it's,
No, I am your father.
but I ain't a Star Wars nerd, so I don't fucking care. Spencer asks them if there's anything they all ate or drank that could be causing this reaction, and they realize it's gotta be from the candy the purple robot gave them. So Sam says, let's go figure out who's in that costume and beat the shit out of them. So Carly heads to search her bedroom and finds Gibby in her bed taking a nap, and him leaving the party to go to bed is super relatable. He is a 10 out of 10 character.
What are you doing in my bed?
Ah! Whoa, this is one freaky dream.
It's not a dream. Have you seen the purple robot person?
I'm pretty sure this is a dream.
Good job, Gibby.
Oh, you got wing sauce on my pillow.
Relax, this is just a dream.
Ah!
Gibby is definitely the funniest part of this episode, hands down. Freddy heads upstairs to search the iCarly studio and finds the purple robot, who of course is revealed to be Nevel. And honestly, how fucking long was he just sitting there waiting for someone to come up? What if all three of them came up together? Then his plan wouldn't work. Freddy calls out to Carly to tell her the purple robot is Nevel, but before he can say anything, two giant men grab him. How did the big bodyguards get in without anyone noticing them? They're clearly not party guests that belong. They don't look like kids from the damn high school, and they're not even in costume. They also didn't arrive with the robot when he got here earlier.
Dimitri, Yvonne, help Mr. Benson out of his clothes.
What?
Holy shit, what are they gonna do to my boy Freddy? So they put Freddy in the purple robot costume, which has a magnetically locking head. Okay, so that's the grand plan. Just get Freddy beat up when Sam and Carly think he's the evil guy? Okay. It's not really that much of a punishment because Sam beats Freddy up every single fucking episode anyway.
Come on, don't. Sam, stop it. Get
Red or green?
Red, because green apples always say, oh.
You killed Fred!
But whatever. And I'll be honest, when we first saw the purple robot giving away candy, I low-key thought he was gonna poison everyone at the party and create a PR nightmare for the iCarly gang or something a lot more sinister like that. Like everyone gets a laxative candy and the whole party is just shitting themselves everywhere until an ambulance gets called. I don't know, I just expected more. So the real plan being to give them deep voices and then get Freddy assaulted is just kind of underwhelming. Sam and Carly meet up in the hallway, and Carly fills her in that Nevel is the one in the robot suit. And just then, their voices finally go back to normal.
My voice is coming back! La 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 la! I'm not a man girl anymore!
And between that and her disgust at being portrayed by a more masculine person in a Carly costume, should we say, I'm surprised this episode isn't banned yet. I wouldn't ban it, but I'm just surprised it's not banned. Spencer and Gibby announce that they caught the robot, who's actually Freddy at this point, and Spencer decides to slam him around in the jerk pit 20 times to teach him a lesson. Poor Freddy. And after they fuck him up a bit, Nevel pops up and says, haha, I trolled your dumbasses. That's not me in the costume. And they all realize they assaulted Freddy accidentally for no reason, which no one apologizes to Freddy, by the way. Nevel references the season 4 episode I Pity the Nevel to explain why he did all this, because the iCarly gang was supposed to help him regain his online popularity for a second time after he got exposed for yelling at a little girl and a wheelchair man, which ruined his reputation on the internet. Sam starts to scream at him, but Carly interrupts her to say, no, Nevel's right. And she actually apologizes to him and even tells Gibby to go get him a chicken wing.
Thank you. I'll need a napkin.
Oof, my boy Gibby wants to beat his ass. Thinking Carly's on his side now, Nevel dismisses his bodyguards. What a dumbass. And of course, once the bodyguards are gone, they instantly grab him, and it's time for some good old-fashioned assault. He gets put in the jerk basket, and they have their way with him, and they repeatedly smash him in the jerk basket. And that is how his story ends on the original iCarly series. And to be honest, the Spencer baby segment that plays during the credits is funny and should have been in the episode.
For your first present, some candy.
I love candy!
Well, it's a dead rat.
I mean, come on. That's a lot funnier than Carly breaking up with a pair of shoes. Missed opportunity as far as I'm concerned. And I gotta say, as someone who's a huge Halloween fan, I do appreciate the fact that iCarly made this episode over 4.5 years after making their first Halloween special in season 1. As far as I'm concerned, more shows should have Halloween episodes. Frankly, it upsets me that Victorious doesn't have a proper Halloween episode, and neither does Drake and Josh. So I want to give credit where it's due to iCarly on this one. But, with that being said, the name Halfaween is sadly pretty accurate, because as far as Halloween specials go, they really did half-ass this one. It didn't try for any creepy or scary moments at all, and that's kind of disappointing for a Halloween-themed episode. Even a little fake-out scare would have been nice. It makes it a little less special compared to the Zoe 101 Haunted House, or Curse of PCA, or the Zack and Cody Halloween special. This one's just damn well forgettable. If it's supposed to be Halloween, then damn it, I want to be spooked. And I have to say, it's also a pretty underwhelming revenge attempt by Nevel. I mean, in the past, he was plotting to steal their entire website URL, and in another episode, he was trying to get iCarly shut down by the goddamn feds. Here, he's just, I don't know, annoying? Not a real threat with a crazy convoluted plan to destroy their web show like he used to be. I don't know. His heart just isn't in it anymore. I guess that's why this is his last appearance, but it's a shame he couldn't go out with more of a bang. Overall, as much as I love seeing the characters in costume, although I still don't get Sam's costume, this one kind of falls flat for me as a Halloween episode. And I also think it's probably the weakest Nevel episode out of the 8 episodes he's featured in from the OG iCarly series. I mean, think of I Rue the Day, I Give Away a Car, I Fight Shelby Marks, or I Want My Website Back. I mean, damn. He's done some crazy shit, and this one just doesn't compare. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think of Halfaween? Do you agree with me that this one's a bit of a nothing burger? Or do you think I'm being a little bit harsh? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. And as always, I gotta give a massive, throbbing, aggressive, spooky shout out to the Patreon and channel members. I hope you guys are having a spooky October so far, and I love each and every one of you. If you're still here, that's awesome. Why not check out some other videos and make sure you're subscribed? You might have a great time, you might not. I can't make any promises. All right, thanks for listening.